The 664 Collins project was a partnership between Swinburne University School of Design, Mirvac Developers and Grimshaw Architects. And it was an exciting project for our students because they were able to work with a real-world client on a real-world project that had real-world impact. The project brief started out as visualising something that you can't see, and presenting that to students was a challenge in itself.
When we first received the brief, I was a little bit nervous, to say the least, but then I got excited to think that we could actually work with a real-world client, because a lot of the university projects that we've had prior to this, you don't actually work with the client themselves, so I was really excited to have that interaction that we'd never had before.
First, we got the brief, and then we essentially were told to just think of whatever you can. It doesn't matter if you don't think you can realistically develop it. Just go as crazy as you can. And then we sort of went with these ideas. We did pre-prototype visualizations in like After Effects, Photoshop, made just style frames before we even jumped into the software. And then we eventually got to visit the area, get a little scope of the location. From there, we started just prototyping.
For me, my dad had a heart attack, and from being in the hospital, it was quite emotional. He was hooked up to an ECG machine, and I noticed that there were patterns. So when he got really sad, it started like going crazy, and I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. I pitched my idea through that to the clients. That was my favorite idea, and I'm glad that they picked that actually.
My animation that I created for this project was called Life Behind the Walls, and required me to use Adobe After Effects and also 3D software. It was a wall that would have squares come out, shift across, and reveal what's happening behind closed doors.
It turned out to be a really good experience for me. I actually got the job I have now off this project. So they asked me in my interview if I had an experience kind of thinking outside the box. So I immediately thought to this project and how, I used film instead of everyone else using 3D, 2D animation.
This project helped me kind of, expand my faith in myself, that I can learn new skills when I need to. I'm not limited by what I know now. The project was a really rewarding experience. Most projects that we complete in uni just kind of go into a folder somewhere, you never think about it again, but this exists in the real world and we can go and see it.
It's been an amazing experience for the students. They've been able to work with the client and see their work up on a massive screen in front of thousands of people. And that kind of exposure is quite rare in a university setting. So we feel that the students have greatly benefited from this and that they've really enjoyed it.